Hello, Miss Fajra Oktrina. Thank you for taking the time to review our group case study, financial statement preparation presentation for Calm Green Golf and Country Club, where we will give the summary of each accounting steps, financial highlights, and our reflections on the matter. Before we start, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Johan Kurniawan.
My name is Senandung Angela Cita.
My name is Araria Razanis Nuwardana.
My name is Tiara Citra Evriliandita. Okay, next. Okay, this is the purpose. Calm Green Golf and Country Club is an exclusive club located in the Siren Green area of Padalarang, offering breathtaking natural scenery and a lush golf course. As the fiscal year ends on October 31, 2021, 2024, the Finance and Accounting Division of the club is preparing the annual financial report covering various key financial aspects of the club's operations, from membership revenue to the management of facilities and service. Okay, next. Okay, step one is analyze and identify business transactions based on the provided case study. Next. This is a transaction that occurred at Calm Green Golf and Country Club during the month of October 2024 from October 1 to October 30, 2024. Okay, next. Next, there are account codes and categories. There are the account categories and their codes that we create to help us identify and group each account that appears in transactions during this period. For example, the category assets and 101 cash, 112 account receivable. Okay, next. Step 2 is record journal entries for each transaction. Okay, next. As can be seen, next, this is the journal entry we made from October 1 to October 14, which function to record all financial transaction in detail so that they can be posted to general ledger. For example, in October 1, there is cash in debit of 30,100 and account receivable of in debit of 3,000 and next supplies on debit of 1,400, equipment in debit of 12,500 and Misna Capital in credit of 30,000 and next. These are the journal entries we made from October 17 to October 13. Next. Step 3 is post journal entries to the general ledger. Next. Okay, after we journal each transaction, the next step is to create the account for each account so that it is easier for us to see the total balance on each account, such as a cash account with a total balance of 22,100 US dollar and account receivable with a total balance of 3,400 US dollar, service revenue account with a total balance of 2,950 US dollar, and so on we can see here. Okay, and the next step will be explained by Angel.
Okay, the next step is prepare the unadjusted trial balance. At this stage, we prepare the trial balance as of October 31, which is a list of all of accounts and their final balances after all transactions for the month of October have been posted to the general ledger. The purpose of the trial balance is to ensure that the total of the debit side matches the total of the credit side. In this case, total debit $56,750, and the total in credit is the same with debit, which is $56,750. Um, since the total debit and credit are equal, it indicates that the journalizing and posting process so far is mathematically correct. However, this doesn't necessarily mean everything is correct in substance, which is why we need to move on to the adjusting entries, and it's the next step. Step 5 is journalize adjusting entries. Next. So, after preparing the trial balance, we move to the adjusting entries. In this step, we record transactions that were either missed or could not be recorded during regular journal entries, but need to be reported to reflect the true financial condition. So this is the adjusted journal entry that we got from adjustment data as of October 2024. And there is a new account like depreciation expense in the bit uh in the bit $330,000, and accumulated depreciation in credit $330,000. Next. So we have to put the new account to the general ledger, like insurance expense, supplies expense, depreciation expense, accumulated depreciation, rent expense, and salaries expense. Look at service revenue. Before the adjustment, the balance is $20,950 in credit, but after the adjustment entries, the balance changed to $23,450. And same goes with the other account like supplies, rent, prepaid insurance, unearned revenue, salaries expense. And next. Step 6, prepare the adjusted trial balance. After recording the adjustment entries, we prepare the adjusted trial balance, and this version of the trial balance reflects the new accounts resulting from the adjustment, such as accumulated depreciation, salaries payable, insurance expense, supplies expense, rent expense, and depreciation expense. This provides a more complete and accurate view of the financial position of the business at the end of October. The debit and credit total still match at $386,870, which indicates the adjustment were made correctly. Next. Step 7 is prepare financial statements. Next. So this is the income statement of Calm Green Golf and Country Club on 31 October 2024. And from this, we know that the company experienced a net loss of $311,370. This was due to the significantly high operating expense that exceeded the service revenue earned during the period. The company incurred total expense is $334,820, including depreciation expense of $330,000, which is the large expense, indicating that the company holds substantial fixed assets that have depreciated in value. Next. Financial analysis, Calm Green Golf and Country Club. For the period ending October 31, 2024, Calm Green Golf and Country Club reported a net loss of $311,370. This loss resulted from total expenses of $334,820 for exceeding the service revenue of $23,450. With expenses more than 14 times the revenue, the company faces a serious imbalance. To improve financial health, it must either increase revenue or reduce costs, particularly by reducing its assets investment. Next.
Okay. In this page, we will see the statement of changes in equity report. So, a statement of changes in equity is a financial report that shows how the owner's equity or shareholders' equity changes over a specific period of time. The way we calculate this is by taking the capital investment, which is $30,000, added by the profit or loss. In this case, it's a loss of $311,370, and subtracted with the drawings, which is $6,000. We will end up with an ending equity totaling to negative $287,370. Next. We can see during this period, the owner, Ms. Na, contributed $30,000 to the company, increasing the capital balance before accounting for operating results and drawings. In October, the company incurred a net loss of $311,370, which is directly reduced the capital balance to negative $281,370, which we get from subtracting the capital investment of $30,000 by the loss of $311,370. Additionally, MISNA capital drawings, $6,000 for personal use, further decreasing equity and resulting in an ending capital balance of negative $287,370. Next. In this page, we will see the balance sheet. So, a balance sheet is a financial report that shows a company's assets, liabilities, and equity at a specific point in time. in a balance sheet the amount of activa, which are assets of the company, like we can see here, it's cash, account receivables, supplies, equipment, and so on, should be equal to the amount of passiva, which are liabilities and equities of the company. Like we can see below here, are accounts payable, unearned revenue, salaries payable, and misnas capital, both totaling to negative $283,950. Next. The balance sheet shows that the company's total asset amount to negative $283,950, primarily due to a high accumulated depreciation of $330,000, which exceeds the total value of other assets. This high depreciation indicates that the fixed assets, which is the equipment, have significantly decreased in value. The company is in an unhealthy financial condition. The negative net asset value suggests that liabilities and losses exceed the total assets. To improve this situation, the company needs to evaluate its operational strategies and consider injecting new capital or implementing cost efficiencies in order to restore owner's equity and improve its financial health. Next. In this page, we will see the cash flow statement. So cash flow is a movement of money into and out of a business during a period of time. It shows how much actual cash the company is receiving and spending, not just recorded sales or expenses. The way we calculate this is by adding all of the net cash from operation, which is negative $18,630, net cash from investing, which is negative $14,500, and net cash from financing, which is $24,000. And by doing that, we will get the total net cash flow, which is negative $9,130. Next. The cash flow statement shows that the company experienced a net decrease in cash of $9,130 during this reporting period. The cash flow from operating activities. First, the cash flow from operating activities. Despite recording a significant net loss of $311,370, the company added back depreciation expense of $330,000, as it is a non-cash items. After adjustment, the net cash used in operations amounted to $18,630, indicating the company's core operation are still consuming cash. Second is the cash flow from investing activities. The company spent $14,500 on purchasing equipment. These outflows reflects an investment in fixed assets, but further strain the cash position. Third is cash flow from financing activities. Misna contributed $30,000 in capital to support the business. However, there was also a drawing of $6,000, resulting in a net financing inflow of $24,000. And last is the net change in cash. So overall, after combining cash flows from operating, investing, and financing activities, the company experienced a net cash decrease of $9,130, highlighting the need for better cash management and operational efficiency. Next. And this is a worksheet for us to see all of the previous steps side by side. As you can see, there's the trial balance, adjustment entries, followed by the adjusted trial balance, income statement, and the balance sheet itself. This is just so we can see everything in an overview. Next. Step number 8 is journalize and post-closing entries that will be further explained by my friend Arya.
Okay, thank you, Johan. Post-closing entries. A post-closing entry or closing entry is a journal entry made at the end of an accounting period to reset the balance of temporary accounts like revenues, expense, income summary, and drawings back to zero. Why? Because revenues and expenses are meant to show activity for only one period. In this example, it's October 2024. Okay. Before making the closing entries, we review all the accounts and focus only the temporary accounts. Next. Okay. The temporary accounts include service revenue, advertising expense, salaries expense, telephone expense, electricity expense, MISNA drawing, insurance expense, supplies expense, depreciation expense, and rent expense. And these are the ones we will close. Okay. The accounts that have been closed are highlighted in red and will have their balance reset to zero in preparation for the next accounting period. So this slide shows the final journals entries made to close all temporary accounts. The first one is service revenue with $23,450 is closed to income summary. And number two, all expense accounts totaling $334,820, including depreciation expense, insurance expense, rent expense, salaries expense, supplies expense, telephone expense, electricity expense, and advertising expense, are closed by debiting income summary and crediting each expense. And number three, the net loss of $311,370 is closed from income summary to MISNA capital reducing equity. And finally, number four, MISNA drawings, $6,000 is closed to MISNA capital to complete the cycle. All income and expense accounts are reset to zero. The net loss and drawings reduce the owner's capital, and the business is now ready for the next accounting period. Step 9, prepare the post-closing trial balance. Post-closing trial balance. This report shows only permanent accounts after closing entries. Total asset, $46,050, include cash, account receivables, equipment, supplies, rent, prepaid insurance, and accumulated depreciation. Liabilities, $3,420, payable and unearned revenues. Capital, negative $287,370, showing a major loss. And the last one, the accumulated depreciation is $330,000, reduced asset value. The books are balanced, but the company is in a negative equity position and needs to improve its financial performance. Okay, the reflection. The analysis of Calm Green Golf Country Club financials show that financial health isn't just about net income. The large net loss was mainly due to non-cash depreciation, not actual cash losses, emphasizing the difference between profitability and liquidity. A company can survive short term with enough cash, even if it's unprofitable on paper. For capital intensive business like golf clubs, building sustainable revenue streams early is crucial. Transparency with stakeholders about financial realities is key to maintaining support during early losses. This case taught us that financial statement tells a story, and understanding it is essential for future business leader. Conclusion. The case studies show that the net loss was mainly due to high depreciation, not cash outflows, meaning the company still has strong liquidity. However, low service revenue poses a long-term risk. To succeed, the business should focus on boosting customer engagement, diversifying services, and optimizing capital assets. This highlight the need to balance cost control, and revenue growth, especially in capital-intensive industries like golf clubs.
Okay, maybe that's all we can say about the financial statement preparation presentation for Calm Green Golf and Country Club. We apologize if there are any mistakes, and thank you for your attention.